Hi friends, it's Thursday at 4 p.m. and coronavirus or not, I am here. So it is Getting Tipsy with Erin on Facebook Live. And this will be loaded later on IGTV and on Instagram, to be found everywhere. I actually thought about not going live today, and I asked a couple people, and they kind of said we could all use something different in our feeds for a little bit. So I'm going to wait for a second and let some people join in. But we are on week 2 of our home buyer boot camp. Our home seller boot camp. And we're going to talk about home staging must-dos this week. So if you've missed last week, you can go back under videos, or if you're on IGTV, go back there. And then last month in February, we did the home buyer boot camp. So feel free to look back at old videos. So if you're here, give me a wave or a thumbs up and let me know you're here. If you have questions, feel free to drop questions in below and I will try to answer them. If they pop up on the screen, they should. So thank you for tuning in. So now that a couple people are on, I will start. So I hope everyone is having a good Thursday. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Just a little while ago, they announced that Shamrock Marathon, half marathon, 8K for next weekend was canceled. And if you know me, you know that is a big part of my life and my husband's life. That's a hard decision for them. And I know some people are disappointed, but know that was not an easy decision. And they are going to do everything to make it right for everyone, and they will come back bigger and stronger in 2021. That is a small staff, and they have worked very hard for that event with a lot of volunteers. But that is I think there's 10 people on the JNA staff, and they've worked really hard for that event. So to cancel that the week before that's a tough decision. So. Thoughts are with them right now. So week 2 of the home seller boot camp, and this week we are doing home staging must-dos. So getting tipsy with Erin. So if you have been thinking about selling your house, first thing is getting your house ready. Like, let's get it staged, let's get it ready. And what are the insider secrets? What's going to make your house show the best? Because you're going to have your house going to be photographed, and it's going to be out there, and people are going to be walking through your house, and you want to make sure it shows the best. So I'm going to give you my top 3. My top 3 must-dos. Number 1, give every room a purpose. And that means no empty rooms. I know we talk about sort of decluttering, getting rid of stuff, and sorting through stuff. Don't empty out a room. Make there be space. If you have a nook and a cranny, if you have a loft, give it a purpose. And I know that sounds weird, but the number 1 room that turns off a buyer is an empty one. So I know it's crazy, but it's true. So when you're prepping your home, if you have one of those spaces, or if you have one of those rooms that doesn't make sense, or might not make sense. For example, I have a space between my 2nd floor and my 3rd floor that's just a loft space. It's probably, I'm going to say 12 or 15 feet deep by about 6 feet wide. Put a desk and a chair there and make that a little office, or a sitting area to read by the window. I mean, there's a window there, so make a little reading area, but give it a purpose. You put a desk, a rug, a chair, a bookshelf, and now you have a 3-bedroom and an office. Give it some flexibility, give it some usefulness. Don't let it be a wasted space. I actually wrote a contract this morning with someone on a home, and it was new construction, but there was a cutout kind of underneath the steps, and the buyer said, "We don't know what this is for. Like, what happens here?" I said, I can see someone, putting a bench in here and putting a small table, kind of off of the kitchen area. But that's because I go through houses every day, and not everyone goes through houses every day. So help them, help people see how they can use your space. So that's their first rule, is give every room a purpose, give every space a purpose. Now, don't just throw stuff everywhere. It doesn't mean to clutter everything, but just give everything a purpose. Number 2, neutral rules. Might sound super basic, but make your house neutral. Not everyone loves hot pink, even though you love hot pink. And I know that sounds like really easy, but maybe you can't figure out like what needs to be neutralized. Replace bright colors and patterns with neutral tones. And it can be anything from wall colors to curtains. There's kind of some differences here. I have one seller right now. She was moving out of her home, and in her downstairs was painted a light yellow, and then she had one wall that was a red. It looked beautiful with her furniture and with her decor. With everything removed, it looked odd. Not odd, but it just didn't appeal to everyone. We went in an agreeable grade the whole first floor. House went under contract on the first day. I have another home that's going on the market tomorrow, and her living space is navy blue, and her fireplace is yellow, and her decor is in the house. She lives in the home still. It all matches and it all pulls in together, but it looks beautiful, and it makes sense, and it looks like it's in a Pottery Barn catalog. So that's okay. So it just, make it make sense. If it doesn't make sense, let's neutralize it. If it's swapping out curtains, if you've got some weird pattern, maybe the pattern makes sense to you, or maybe it's your favorite pattern, but make it neutral. Go and get white towels from Target or from the dollar store. Roll them up, stick them in a basket, and put it in your kitchen or put it in your bathroom. And I know that's not practical for everyday use. That's fine. You don't have to use them. Just use them for the photos, use them for the showings, and have them out there for that. Also, if you have children, I know your kids love that Frozen Anna and Elsa bedspread, or, Toy Story, or whatever their bedspread is. Get a neutral comforter and put that on there. And after the house goes under contract, you can put Anna and Elsa back out there. But just give them something more neutral that's not Disney. Just for picture purposes, it just helps. So number 2 is let's go neutral. And then the number 3 staging technique, or trick, is make like your home is a model home magic. If you haven't been in a model home recently, go to a new construction site. They're definitely open on the weekends. They're usually open during the week as well. Call me. I'll look up some. I'll give you some times that they're open. Walk through a staged model home, and you will see. You will see how they are scaled back, and that will give you a good feel, because that's what people want to see when they're looking at homes. And I know it sounds strange. You do need to live in your home while you're selling your home, but you want it to look inviting to buyers. And buyers don't want to see overcrowded pantries and overcrowded... Hi, Desiree. Buyers don't want to see overcrowded pantries, overcrowded kitchen counters. They don't want to see your bathroom, your full lineup of all your beauty products and all your, hair products on your bathroom counter. Yesterday, I went to my seller that's going on the market tomorrow. I went to her house to do photos. Was it yesterday or the day before? And she said, I've hidden things and I'm never going to find them again. And I said, that's okay. And then I went in and I texted her. I said, I think I've hidden some more things. And she had on her counter, a loaf of bread and a sponge, and dish detergent, and just normal stuff that you would have on your kitchen counter. All of that went into kitchen cabinets, and it went away because people don't want to see that on your kitchen counter. But we live with that on our kitchen counter, right? And then the photographer came in and he moved the mixer and the paper towel holder. I mean, he went even beyond what I had moved. I went over to her desk and she had a stack of some folders, and I took those and threw those in a drawer. And there's just, look at a model home and see what's in the model home, and that's what you want your home to make after. And then look at the furniture. How do they have their furniture staged? You'll notice that they stage their furniture in a conversational welcome layout. The beds are not pushed against the wall. The couch is not directly in front of the television. You may need to move that lazy boy, that recliner that's all beat up, away and out from in front of the television. And I'm sorry, dad or husband, who has his grooves set into that recliner that's so comfortable. It's going to have to go away for a couple weeks. But let's clean it out. Let's make their easy walking path through the room and make it that open space where it's conversational. And it might not face the television, but that's okay. It's going to be just a couple weeks, and then once the house gets under contract, you can move it all back in. And you're going to be moving soon anyway, so let's go ahead and get some of that work done. So those are my top 3 staging techniques. Again, the first one is give every room or every space a purpose. Go neutral, and then make it like your home's a model home. So that's it for this week. Again, I know everything's crazy right now with the coronavirus and things canceling. But stick with what you're doing. And if there's anything we can do to help you, feel free to reach out. I do have this free Seller Bootcamp guide. If you'd like it, just drop your email below or send me a message. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop that below or send me a message. Or if there's anything else you'd like me to cover, feel free to ask. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.